Oh yeah.
The Creator Starmer was seen in the company of Macron, the leader of France, and Friedrich Merz, the leader of Germany, on a train supposedly set in the Ukraine. In the video clip, Macron appeared to be withdrawn and under the influence, and Starmer had a stupid, approving grin on his face. Macron removes the tissue with the powder. Friedrich Merz has the powder cutter next to him. And as the camera catches them unawares, they have a guilty look about the three of them. What other damning evidence did the cameras capture in order to keep our taxpayers' monies rolling in to fund the unlawful and fraudulent and illegal war in Ukraine? Everything is not as it seems, my Lord Bollox. It has been alleged in some circles that there was a lot more than just cocaine greasing the wheels of warmongering, the warmongering express that night, with a whole menu of filth and evil debauchery being participated in by our treacherous leaders. We motion the Bollox Court to add this to the very lengthy Bollox indictment of Starmer for treason. Your Bollockship, we humbly beg the court to issue a Bollox fatwa arrest warrant for Keir Starmer, Emmanuel Macron of France, and Friedrich Merz of Germany for interrogation, and we request that we can pull their hair and nip them in their sore places so that we can get a true picture of events during the interrogation by the Bollox Court staff.
Bollocks granted.
In some other business, my Lord Bollox, you will see today that at Bollox Court we have changed around the radical banners, with the most prominent being the new stratagem of encouraging people to vote for the Reform Party. The reason for this, my Lord Bollox, is because quite simply they are the only show in town which is capable of breaking the two-party Punch and Judy show that our beloved nation has had to endure for the last 100 years, my Lord Bollox. The reason that Reform are the only way forward is it's clear when we look at the election results for recent elections and by-elections. The wee independent parties are going nowhere, polling 20 votes, or 1% or 1.5% of the vote. Look at how the Alba Party in Scotland aren't standing candidates, my Lord Bollox. Look at how Schwinny's SNP leadership have betrayed our country. They're as bad as Starmer, they're as bad as Badenoch, that foreigner heading up the Tories. Look how so-called ethno-nationalist groups have completely failed. For example, the Homeland Party. They did not do well in the recent council elections in England. There is no point pulling a horse by the tail, as it will only kick you, or it will shit on you. Be careful who you waste your money on. If you are minded, why not join the Reform Party, my Lord Bollox, and get on board with our campaign? This is the best chance of saving Scotland,
Shame on you.
England,
Shame on you.
Northern Ireland and Wales for the nonsense that we're having to put up with. Now remember, look at how the left have failed over the years setting up fringe parties and gone absolutely nowhere. The silly communists believe in their own lies and propaganda because Trotsky said back in 1941 that the working class will always return to their traditional organisations. In this case, in this country, they claim that it's the Labour Party, and this is a pure lie. Look at how Reform won Runcorn by 6 votes. Rather than split the vote, we nationalists must get behind Reform in order to give them the best chance of breaking the 2 horses' arses, or the 3 horses' arses lead that we have here in Scotland. This will buy us time to save our nations. Clydebank needs reform, my Lord Bollox. The Bollox campaign will be campaigning on all our issues and encouraging people to vote reform in the Hamilton by-election, which will be taking place in early June of this year. My Lord Bollox, I motion the court that we issue a Bollox arrest warrant for Keir Starmer.
Motion granted.
Thank
Bollox
you.
arrest warrant issued.
Thank you, my Lord Bollox. That's all. Communists, then get ready to starve. Hashtag end uniparty rule. Hashtag end monoblock rule. They don't hate racism, they just hate white people. Stop the boats. Secure our borders. Vote reform, it's the only show in town. Migrants adored, pensioners ignored. Vote reform. Diversity fatigue. Had enough yet? Too dear justice is anti-white justice. Right, keep that on me. Keep that on me. Right, so you need to... Right, you get yours running and all. You get yours running and all.
Sheriff.
Case calling Emmanuel Macron, Keir Starmer, Friedrich Mix. Friedrich Mix, if you want. Right, I'll sit over here. Sheriff. You sit there, Sheriff.
Sit next to the window side.
No, don't stay with me. Right, stop laughing. No laughing in court. No laughing in court. No laughing in court. I'll start green. Aye, you look the part, aye.
You look like an absolute prick.
Right, Right, okay, we're ready to go.
You
Right.
could get
So
that
camera
body.
on me first. Right.
I do unpaid work, right, like community service,
Aye, aye.
and there's a boy that was that's got to jail for protesting, like go to jail for protesting. And I was like, oh, the boys were like, how'd you get to jail for protesting? So he tagged himself to something for an animal welfare, and we get to jail for that. We get $100. I'm like, it's so disgusting.
It really is.
Paedophiles saying that's right. It's because the justice system creates money.
So, what was the banner that stuck out the most for you, dear, and why? Stop the boats, right, okay. Stop the invasion.
Look after ourselves first.
Look after ourselves first.
Look after our own.
Exactly.
Because I mean, our country's going to fuck.
Are you from Northumberland or Newcastle?
Northumberland.
You're from Northumberland.
Aye.
Whereabouts in Northumberland?
New Biggin by the sea. New Biggin by the sea.
New Biggin by the sea.
Aye.
I know Chesterley Street.
I used to live there as well.
Chesterley Street, yeah.
I used to live up there. I moved up here because my mum's from Paisley, but she lived in Knightswood, so I stay in the Drum. But,
You stay in the Drum, right.
Aye, but I mean, my son gets bullied off like Muslims and Polish because he's English.
Yeah?
And I tell him to go back where he came from.
Aye, I don't put faces up, I just record voices. There are no faces going up, you're quite
God,
safe.
aye, so everyone will know.
You're quite safe.
My dress and everything.
Eh?
Oh, my address and
I'll take out the drum bit, right?
and then you bring by
So
the
where are you
stage.
going to put that on? Like the news and stuff?
This will be on William Wallace 2 on YouTube, on Scots Patriot on YouTube. It'll also be on Telegram on Public Address News.
Oh, with that?
Yeah, and it's going to go viral because she's a nice looking ladies.
Oh, you're asking that. I just thought I asked true with that, man.
I say nice.
I get accused of being off my nut all the time, hen. It's not true. I can get a letter off my doctor saying I'm sane.
You're asking that well good, though.
Thank you for that. Oh.
Keir Starmer.
Case calling.
Case calling. Keir Starmer. Emmanuel Macron. Frederick Bratz.
Case calling. Keir Starmer, Emmanuel Macron, Friedrich Merz. Intermediate bollocks diet. Really is. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll give you a leaflet, sir.
It's freezing. I hate it when it's cold. I'm on holiday next week then.
Eh?
Yeah, I'm on holiday next week.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was pensioners ignored, migrants ignored. What about the rest of them, mate? What about the rest of the banners that you see?
I've not been round them all. That sticks out a mile. And
You like it?
I totally agree with it.
Thank you very much for your support.
I'm a bloody pensioner.
When I said that.
They struggle to find a house at all. Because where I stay in sort of like near the fourth, they struggle to find a house at all. Because where I stay in sort of like near the fourth.